Welcome back to Golf Center. The problems guys had at the U.S. Open this week are problems most of us have every week, and that's hitting your ball where it's not supposed to go and then trying to play
into
your
a place
way out
that's
of it.
unplayable. We can't play it.
Yeah.
And we're going to see some of that this week when they hit it into a few of those sandy spots on the side where, for whatever reason, they just can't hit it. They're opting not to because they're not sure what's going to happen.
Yeah,
now, we're going to see probably some sloppy shots, but like you said, if they're in the bush or under something where they can't take a swing.
All right, when do you make that decision to say, unplayable is the way I have to go?
Well, I think, you always want to take into consideration where you want to play your next one from. So if you have to take a risk where there's a reasonable chance that you're not going to benefit yourself or you could still be in trouble, take your medicine and take the drop.
All right.
Especially in a major championship. The big numbers are what has been killing Phil the last few weeks. Not that he's going to be having to do a lot of that, but I think history shows that you take your medicine, it pays off down the road. So you're out on the golf course playing.
Yep.
You get to your golf ball, it's in a bush. We'll say your ball is under a bush and you can't play it. We're going to declare the ball unplayable. We have three options.
All right.
Okay. Number one, you can always go back to the spot where you just played from. Like you hit it out of bounds, like you lost a ball, and drop a ball as near as possible to that spot. So that's option number one. Option number two, your ball's under the bush. We'll say the pin is right over there. We mark the spot where the ball is, we pick it up, and we go back as far as we want, keeping that point and the pin in the same line, and you drop on that line. Okay? You can go back 5 yards, you can go back 30 yards, however far back you want to go, as long as you stay on that line. Your last option is that you can drop within 2 club lengths of where that ball is. So if we get to the bush and we have an area where we have 2 club lengths gives us a clear swing, that's good. But once again, we can't go any nearer to the hole. So it's really as though when we're taking that last option, we kind of have a half circle to deal with because we're not moving any closer to the hole. Now, one of the things interesting, let's say you've got a little pitch shot over a bunker, you're really struggle out of the bunkers and you hit it into the bunker and you get in there and it's half plugged and you say, oh, it's unplayable, I can't play it. Well, you can take a drop, but if you're going to take a drop and do either the 2 club lengths or go back as far as you want, you must drop the ball in the bunker.
Still be in the bunker.
You have the option of going back and replaying it again from that other spot. Okay. But as far as hitting it in a bunker and taking either the 2 club lengths or going back as far as you want, then you have to keep the ball in the bunker.
All right. I usually take the 4th option. Write down 6 and go on to the next one.
Write down 6 and go on to the next one. I don't know if we quite want to go there. Now, remember, if you hit it in a water hazard, you can't take an unplayable lie in there. You don't have that option anymore. Okay. And granted, there isn't a lot of water at Pinehurst, so I don't think we're going to see anybody really going in there to play much. But as far as this wiregrass and all, I'd say there's a reasonable chance you're going to see some unplayable lies being taken this weekend. And they've got to be careful, too, because sometimes in that wiregrass, some of that stuff they've just put there, and if they go ahead and do their practice swings sometimes and clear out of the way, the area of their intended swing, we could have an issue with that this year. Sort of almost not the same, but sort of like Dustin Johnson did there at Whistling Straits.
Oh boy, we got all that coming up. And we're going to be talking about it this week and next when the women play at Pinehurst as well. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next week right here on Golf Center.